shooting the shit, but I'm gonna tell Chris something real quick. So anyway, Limp Bizkit canceled, right? And
Mhm.
so did like 3 or 4 other people.
Yeah.
Understandable. I get it. You don't want to catch the COVID. I get it. I get why, right? So then, dude, seriously, don't put a mask on. Why we're
I
the
was just
people?
okay. Go.
We're supposed
Okay.
to be the fun and entertainment. We're not supposed to be.
Okay.
You're not
Fine.
near anybody. You're in a basement. Anyway, um, so the people they got to replace, not
Mhm.
replace, but they added like 3 or 4 bands, and one of the bands they added is one of the greatest bands of all time, and they put them at the 3 o'clock slot on Sunday. And to me, I'm just like, why didn't you just put them in the Limp Bizkit slot? Because they are the perfect people to be in the Limp Bizkit spot.
Who is it?
They're known for really good songs, rocking people's dicks off, and having really good drugs.
Okay, that's not gonna help me figure out who it is. Who is it?
They sing a song about Oklahoma.
Again, that's not helping me. You have to. I mean,
They tell everybody death to all but metal. They
who is
told
it?
people about the Shocker, Asian Hooker,
Did you have to tell me the fucking name of the band? Because
Tiger Woods.
I'm sorry, man. I don't listen
You don't know
to
any of these songs?
I don't listen to butt rock, man.
Oh man, this is not butt rock. It's the best rock. It is a 1980s band that was frozen and then reawakened in the 2000s so they could rock for all of us.
Is the
Everybody knows them because sometimes you got to feel the steel.
Steel Panther?
Steel Panther! Isn't that like the best person to replace Limp Bizkit?
I don't
Like,
think the Moon Biscuit's way bigger than Steel Panther ever
yeah,
were.
but yes, and I agree with that. I 100% agree with that notion, that statement that you made. But you don't have Limp Bizkit anymore. Who's the best person to leave everybody smiling out of there? Because seriously, if you've never seen Steel Panther live, it is like one of the greatest things. They are like Weird Al Yankovic with a rock show. Like it is amazing. It makes me happy in all my buttocks. Like I can't even. Probably in the top 20 rock bands of all time
Well,
performance.
they're a comedy rock band, right? Like that's what you
Yeah,
call this,
but
like a parody of that
they
stuff.
do covers and they also do their own original songs, like Death to All But Metal. Like Death to All But Metal is one of my favorite songs. The music video actually has like Sarah Silverman in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is one of my favorite music videos. And the lyrics to it even just make my heart right here. It's like, fuck the Goo Goo Dolls. They can suck my balls. They look like the dorks that hang out at the mall. Eminem can suck it. So can Dr. Dre. They can suck each other just because they're gay. They can suck a dick. They can lick a sack. Everybody shout, heavy metal's back. Death to all but metal. Death to Papa Roach, Blink 182, all those fucking pussies sound like Doggy Doo. Wearing baggy pants, spiking up their hair. They're not worth the crust in my underwear. Where is Def Leppard? Where is Motley Crue? Why do all my lyrics sound like Dr. Zeus?
Well, I don't like 80s metal, and so it's like,
Dude, it's fun. It's fun.
I bet it's a blast.
That literally their guitar player has a big fan on the ground, a huge fan blowing his hair in the wind the whole time, so he just looks magical. And
I think Danzig tried to do that. Like, and
did they really?
yeah,
I
yeah.
would believe it. It'd probably get blown away in the air because it's Danzig.
He's 5'6", I think. He's tiny, but
I think he's 5'1", dude.
no, Danzig's tall. I think it's about as tall as Danzig. I'm this up right now.
I'm looking it up right now, and then we'll go 5'3".
Okay, so yeah, he's told, but
So
he's
halfway between mine and yours.
he is cut. I mean, he is. I mean, I don't know if it's fat now, but
Mm,
he was cut. You know,
he would kick my fucking ass. I know
have
that.
you seen that video of him getting knocked out, right, by the LA Kings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I still don't. I still don't argue the fact he'd probably
A
kick
border
my
area.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
I'm. I don't know. Maybe not. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
You ready?
I didn't know you were pushing the button.
Well, there's silence.
Yeah.
Kneel,
Hey,
kneel,
you
kneel,
want
kneel, kneel.
silence? Oh,
What?
huh?
Let's do this. So wait
Okay.
till the
Let's do it. Shh, shh. So are we doing it now?
yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some to Do. My name's Neil,
And I'm Chris.
and today we are watching two new movies that are out there in the magical world of make believe called movie theaters or streaming services or whatever. Postcards.
Yeah.
Can you watch a movie on a postcard?
No.
I figure we're
Not
kind
to my
of
knowledge.
we're almost there. We're almost at that.
But you
technology.
can watch me on something that's the size of a postcard.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
your iPad,
Yeah.
iPod,
It's just,
iPod.
yeah,
Is it your iPod, iPad,
iPhone. I don't know.
iPhone? There we go. All right, first movie that we did a comedy this week because we needed some laughter in our life. Streaming on Hulu, starring the 16-time world champion John Cena.
What you want? I got ketamine, meth, MDMA, Adderall, bromo dragonfly, heroin, coke, crack, codeine, oxys, perks, Vikes, PCP, LSD, Dilaudid, mescaline, mushrooms, bath salts, cortisone, Toradol. I got Molly, I got her sister Sandra, I got Big Frank, I got birth control, I got Plan B, I got that morphine from China. They took off the market. Shit to make your dick hard, shit to make your dick soft, shit'll find your dick. That shit there's from Kenya. It's supposed to be a scurvy cure in silverback gorillas, but for humans, it just makes them violently masturbate. Did I say crack? Because I got more of that too.
Crack ready.
I got some ibuprofen, aspirin. I got Flintstone gummies if you want.
And that's John Cena from Sisters with
Yeah.
Tina McFey and
Tina McFey.
Amy Paul.
Tina
Did I say
Fey. Yes,
Tina
Yeah.
Fey. All right, everybody. Let me apologize before we get this episode on the way. I'm exhausted. All right. I have been in Chicago, Indiana. I've been working all week long since then. I had 3 hours sleep last night, worked all day today in radio. So like I am beat. I am battered. So if I
But
mess
he's
up
gonna
a
bring
lot,
it for you guys. He's gonna bring it.
I'm
to
gonna
you guys.
bring it.
Yeah.
I'm drinking some really high alcohol content beer. Okay. I am drinking the Oktoberfest from Marshall, which is a 8.0 beer.
So I actually when I went to the beer store today, I was gonna buy the Oktoberfest Shiner, and I was like, I didn't have it. And then as I was walking out with this, I was like, oh, there's a display with all of it. So
Oh my gosh. It happens. It happens.
So,
to
but
the best of us.
but that's
all right.
what
All right.
Sisters-
Continuing on. Co-starring to John Cena is Meredith Hagner.
Niles, what the fuck was that?
We should break up.
What?
You don't like me.
I don't like you. But I don't think we should break up.
What?
People don't break up with me. This is so fucked up.
Okay.
I'm breaking up with you. I had the idea first.
yeah, so that's from Palm Springs, a movie we really liked last year.
Yeah, Palm
Yeah.
Springs. She's in Palm Springs. She was also in Ingrid Goes West, Brightburn. She played the therapist in Brightburn,
Yeah.
the counselor, or whatever. So she's in the movie as well. Help me with this next name. Yvonne.
Yvonne Orgy.
Thank you. Yvonne Orgy is the next person.
We're playing the beginning of Poison and answer my question, Negro.
Fine. I'll answer your question when you explain to me why I found a lease agreement in your purse last week. When was you gonna tell me you were moving out?
Huh?
That's from a Black Woman. It's kind of hard to find a clips for her that are longer than that because that's from Black Woman sketch show, right?
Yeah, and Black Lady sketch show.
Okay.
And she yeah, mostly she's more of a writer and an extra in things. You know what I'm saying? She adds to a scene.
Yeah, yeah.
She's not a main person in the scene. And then our buddy, the guy we love, we've seen him in probably what 7 movies this year now.
No, he's in everything.
We've seen him in so many movies. We had to go grab some stand up from him because I couldn't find any clips we haven't used. But little Rel Howery.
And I'm gonna say this: like, if you're on a bus, on a Greyhound bus, most of the people on the bus bring their own food. Nobody get the McDonald's. I come on the bus with the 4-piece nugget. Everybody stop eating their sandwiches. Oh, wait a minute. Who was fancy pants on the 4-piece nugget? All I got was 4 pieces. Hey, Richie Rich, you have to share those nuggets with everybody on the bus. It's only a 4-piece. I don't care. Matter of fact, look, you ain't gotta get nobody else a nugget. Let me get a dip. He wanted to dip his sandwich in my sweet and sour sauce. Come on, brother, let me get a dip. No big deal. Let me dip my sandwich in it.
So, yeah, that we were talking about Vacation Friends on Hulu.
Vacation Friends, which we didn't even know was coming out. I didn't know that John Cena had another movie. You know?
Yeah.
It's really weird. So, Vacation Friends on Hulu. Now, the second movie for this week, guys, is the one everybody's been talking about. The number one at the box office by far.
Yeah.
First, oh man, let's just be honest.
You want me to say it?
There's not one name on here I think I can pronounce correctly.
Okay, well, I will do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we got Yaha Abdul Mateen II.
Heaven is for 10.
So where is he then?
Well, before Uncle Joe was born, he was nowhere. Didn't exist. Then he was a baby. Then he was a child. Then he was an adult. Then he died. Now he's nowhere. Again.
That's from Watchmen, right?
Yeah, that's from Watchmen, the series. That was on HBO. Yeah. The one he also played Manta in Aquaman, one of Chris's favorite superhero movies.
Then we got Tiana Paris is in this.
So the other day, a girl had the nerve to fix her mouth and ask me if my hair was weaved. Weaved? Really, bitch? First of all, if you're gonna fix your mouth to ask me something like that, say it right, please. It's weave. Noun. Present tense. Second of all, don't assume just because you see a sister with some hair that it's a weave. Is it? If a bitch could grow straight Indian hair directly out of her own head, she wouldn't have just overdrafted her account paying for this shit. But that ain't your business, boo-boo.
So that's actually from Dear White People, a really great movie.
It's an amazing movie. And she's also very popular right now because she played Monica Rambeau in the WandaVision. Opposite of Wanda. And so she's going to be in like the new Marvels movie that's coming out in 2022. So she was on Empire. She was on a bunch of Mad Men as Dawn Chambers, but her star is about to, blow the heck up because she's in Marvel now.
And we also got Nathan Stewart Jarrett.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I can't see you anymore.
You're finishing with me. Why?
Because you're fat. You're large. Kind of round.
What?
Because I've got 3 months left to live. And I don't want to waste it with you. Because I'm impotent. And I know how much you love cock.
Why are you being like this?
Because you've got weird tits. And nasty snatch gunk. I'm sorry.
You're finishing with me.
And you're going to ask me why. And I can't tell you. There are things going on with me. Things I can't tell you about. No matter what I do, the ones I love will be the ones who pay.
Nasty snatch gunk.
I know, right? That's from Misfits, which was a great show from 2009 to 2012 about people who get superpowers. And also in this is Vanessa Williams.
One thing you learn when you're dying is not to hold anything back. You want to say something to me? You need to say it while you can.
Can I say something about Vanessa Williams in this movie, especially?
Yeah.
She looks great.
Yeah, and that was from Flash, by the way,
Mhm.
for people who wanted to know the TV series when she played Iris's mother. But the movie we were talking about here is the one, the only, the man with the plan, the Candyman.
Candyman, yeah. Candyman.
Hey, whoa! Settle down, bro. 2 more times and we're dead.
So yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'm not looking in the mirror. We're good.
A camera's a mirror, dude.
Guess you're right.
Mm,
I thought it had to be like more musical than that, but yeah.
I don't know. Chris, tell them where they can find us.
You can find some movies. Oh, sorry. You can find some.
Are you
movies-
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
You can find some online movies on suck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/newsuckpod. Fuck.
Just settle down,
Facebook.com/news.
take a deep breath, relax. Did you take your medicine today?
No.
Did you take your Vicodin?
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/newsuckpodcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/newsuck. We have a bonfire. We can find our faces and shirts and shit. Search Movies Don't Suck and send to a bonfire. And we're on Twitch, right? At MTS Podcast.
We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube.
So if you're watching us on
Spotify,
watching us on Facebook, go ahead and like that page. If you're watching on YouTube, go and subscribe. And we're on all stream platforms. So if you're looking for us, we're not hard to find. Right?
No. Usually I'm naked in the center square after midnight.
Who's our sponsor today, or who the people we're promoting?
Today's sponsor is a place, by any means, it probably doesn't need, our sponsorship because it's one of the most world famous restaurants in the entire world. But I just like to brag because I went there last Thursday, and that is Billy Goat Tavern in the wonderful city of Chicago. All right, Billy Goat Tavern is located at 60 East Lake Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60601. The Billy Goat Tavern is a chain of taverns located in Chicago, Illinois, founded in 1937 by William Sanis, a Greek immigrant, achieving fame primarily through newspaper columns by Mike Rourke, a curse on the Chicago Cubs, and the Olympia Cafe sketch on Saturday Night Live. Known as cheeseburger, no fries, chips, no Pepsi, Coke.
Okay.
Did you ever seen that sketch before?
All I know about Chicago when it comes to this, and those
No. Have you ever seen that? It's Saturday Night Live sketch with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
Dude, I don't remember that stuff. The only thing I remember about
cheeseburger
in Chicago is Dough Bears. That's all I remember. So
I want eggs and hash browns, cheeseburger.
Okay.
I want an omelet, cheeseburger. But anyway,
anyone who's probably 40
awesome.
or up probably remembers that. Just not me.
And guess what? Not just cheeseburgers there. They also have Chicago dogs. I got a Chicago dog while I was there. Made me so happy.
I'm in Chicago at the beginning of November, so should I go there?
I mean, by any means, is it fancy? It's a fancy restaurant? No, it's not. It is a diner. It is.
Dude, I don't give
diner.
a fuck, dude. I don't need fancy restaurants. You know me. You see me with this hat on.
It is a diner with cheeseburgers, and their Chicago dog is fucking to die for. I love their Chicago dog.
Because a few things we get when we go to Chicago is obviously the pizza,
Yeah, and they got their own beer too. Billy Goat Tavern has their own beer. So
okay,
yeah. So if you want to learn more about Billy Goat Tavern, you can go to facebook.com/Billy Goat Tavern, or you can go to their website, which is BillyGoatTavern.com.
Look at that. Easy peasy. Billy Goat Tavern.
Oh, yeah, it's because they've been around for seriously, dude. They bought the tavern for $205 in 1934.
Nice.
And then later on at the end of the day, man, when we're done with this, I'm gonna send you the video, the skit, cheeseburger.
Cool. So
Are you okay? Are you dying over there, man?
no,
You're
man, I
going
just had
kind
a
of
burp.
slow. Do you
I'm
need a hug?
no, no, it's just I'm on my second beer already.
Uh,
So real quick, uh, we'll get with the movie really quick, but I want to know how your week went.
oh
How
man.
you?
I was in Chicago and Indiana. When I was I mean literally I took a car to a plane to a train to a bus to a truck to get to my mom's.
So planes, trains, and automobiles all the way.
Right? Like me and my wife were like, dude, we need a boat. If we had a boat, we had all modes of transportation, it seems. But we did have a good time. We weren't really rushed a lot while we were there. We were just
That's
more
good.
relaxed.
That's great.
Um,
That's what you need, you know.
went to the Hall of Heroes, which will be our sponsor next week.
Okay.
And that is a comic book museum
Oh no, really?
in Elkhart, Indiana. And Elkhart, Indiana, my birthplace. That's where I was born.
Mhm.
It is one of only 2 places in the entire world that has #1 Captain America comic book on display. The other
Oh,
one
nice.
being the Smithsonian Museum.
Yeah. Cool.
And so much stuff. They have Adam West's original bat suit, like Adam
Oh,
West is
nice.
actually
Nice.
that suit. The car that Iron Man falls on in Iron Man, the first movie where he's trying out and he falls on a car,
Yeah.
that they have that car. They have Ghost Rider's motorcycle from the Ghost Rider movie with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
like there's so much. They have the Great American Superhero, the Greatest American Hero. You know
Mhm.
that old '80s TV
Mhm.
show.
Yeah.
They have his outfit. They have his
Nice.
actual and autograph by the guy who played him. Like it was really cool, man. On one shelf alone in that museum, they had every #1 major Marvel superhero. If I was to break the glass and steal all those, I'd have had over $2 million in comic books. Like, yeah, #1 X-Men, #1 Spider-Man, #1 Thor, #1 Incredible Hulk,
You want it
#1.
all, right? You want it all.
Oh, dude. You know what one of the greatest parts to it for me was?
What's that?
That the Batman case that they had,
Mhm.
they had all these Batman comics displayed on there.
Yeah.
All but 2 do
Mhm.
I own.
Oh, nice. Nice, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I own that one and that one and that one.
So real quick, I have a quick question. You might know this off the top of your head because you're a big comic book nerd. Uh, Action Comics #1 with Superman. Where can it be found? Like, is it on display anywhere?
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't even on display there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
What
that.
about what about
Because it's worth millions.
what about Detective Comics? Is that #1 with Batman? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Detective Comics number 27, I believe, is the
That's where
first
Batman.
Batman.
Okay.
I wanna say that, but I could be 100% wrong. So give
A lot
me
of people
2
don't know. I
seconds.
mean, a lot of people don't know that the Batman's a detective. Like that's his shit. You know, like
No way, really? He's a detective?
I'm saying a lot of people don't know that though.
Oh, were they drunk?
Well, they just don't pay attention.
Yeah. Oh, I got it right. Woo!
Nice, nice.
Detective Comics number 27
Do you
is
think that how many of that is it? You think it's still in mint condition?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good question.
Um,
But if I was ever to have a choice between 2 Batman comic books that I could
Mhm.
own, if you ask me, "Hey, do you want Detective Comics number 27 or do you want Detective Comics number 38?" I would go with number 38.
was 38
It's the introduction of 2 characters. One
Joker
being the Joker
and
and
Penguin?
No.
Penguin, Catwoman.
No.
Okay, the Riddler.
No.
Has he been introduced in other comic books? Like, do I know who he is?
Yeah, you know who he is. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody
Two-Face.
knows who he is. It goes hand in hand with Batman.
Oh, Robin is in it.
Robin, the first introduction of Robin.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean,
because they said that Batman was too kind of seemed a little too scary or I don't know what the exact terminology. I think they said that a man alone should not be out there.
so Saturday I watched Dark Knight. I don't fucking know how you can't like that movie. It's so good.
I didn't say I didn't like the movie. I just said they butchered Batman and Joker.
Um,
There's a difference. I can say I don't like a movie, but I don't like what the representation that they gave of characters, but I can like the movie still.
My week was fine. I told you I was supervisor for the. I told you I was supervisor. Did I mention I was supervisor for the week of my team?
Yeah. You told me about that.
They're so easy to manage. I didn't have to do shit. like it was so easy. I didn't do anything. Of course, my team we know what to do, so we're good. But I think it's time for us to talk movies.
Are we talking movies? Is that what this podcast is about?
Supposedly.
It's not about the big rock concert I'll be at for the next 3 days, or
No, I'm afraid not. By the
Notre
way,
Dame
thank you.
versus Florida State.
When you mentioned that you read all those descriptions of the episodes, which
Yeah.
you guys didn't know, I read the descriptions for like Spotify and iTunes. And when you said you liked them, that really means a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
I got to be honest. We were on the train,
Mhm.
and the subway, not the train. Yeah, because we went from subway to train to bus. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were on the subway, and I was like, I was reading the new one that you popped up or whatever, and my wife's like, "That's funny," and I was like, and then I told her what your job used to be. They used to write the description for cable guidelines.
Yeah.
And she didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like she never heard that before.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? All right.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't that fun. I didn't have the liberty that I didn't have the liberty like I do for our episodes.
Yeah,
but
right.
I try to make them funny, the description. So I'm glad you guys thought that was funny.
All right.
Because what happens
Talking
is,
about
I edit
funny.
the episodes and I write those down, and then I always remember the fucked up conversations we do have during the show. So I make sure to add that in there. But
talking about funny, let's talk about one of the new kings of comedy, and his name is.
Oh shit!
And his name is John C.
But all right, Vacation Friends.
Directed by Clay Tarver. Clay Tarver has directed things such as Silicon Valley is a producer for that, but he hasn't really directed much. He's directed a few episodes, like one episode of Silicon Valley, and a couple episodes of UCB, or Upright Citizens Brigade. You know what that is.
Oh man, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a while.
It's written by Tim Mullen, and Clay Tarver, and it stars on top billing actually is Lil Rel Howery.
And I'm gonna say this: like, if you're on a bus, on a Greyhound bus, most of the people on the bus bring their own food.
There we go. And then he plays Marcus. Yvonne Orji plays Emily.
Quit playing the beginning of poison and answer my question, Negro.
And then we got John Cena. John Cena as Ron.
What you want? I got ketamine, meth, MDMA, Adderall.
And then we got Meredith Hagner as Kyla.
Niles, what the fuck was that?
There we go.
Go
ahead and
read that storyline.
Yeah,
everybody.
go for it.
In the raw and raunchy comedy, straight-laced Marcus and Emily are befriended by wild, thrill-seeking partiers, Ron and Kyla, at a resort in Mexico. Living in the moment, the usual level-headed couple lets loose to enjoy a week of uninhabited fun and debauchery with their new vacation friends. Months after their walk on the wild side, Marcus and Emily are horrified when Ron and Kayla show up with an uninvited at their wedding, creating chaos and proving that what happens on vacation doesn't necessarily stay on vacation.
So if you guys are gonna watch this movie, I want you to know right up front, don't expect highbrow comedy. This
is dick and fart jokes and drug jokes all to hell.
But I don't know about you, but I think without John Cena, this movie wouldn't be shit. John Cena is amazing in this movie.
Dude, Oh my gosh. Me and my wife said the same thing. Like
Mm.
John Cena. All right. Now you got to understand. You are getting introduced to John Cena through movies and stuff like that. I have been watching this guy since like the early 2000s
Yeah,
when,
yeah.
in WWE and when he was the king of thugonomics and you can't see me and the five finger shuffle and the F you to the attitude. I mean, I've seen this guy for years, and yeah, when he gets on a microphone, he's pretty good. He knows how to do his promos well. And let's just be honest, the first couple of movies with John Cena in them were not the best. Like the Marine, he was in that one, and that one was not good. That was a complete stinker. And nothing against John Cena or anything like that, but it's just the truth. Oh, he was in Ready to Rumble, that WCW movie, before he was in WWF. Wow, I didn't know that. 12 Rounds, another stinker. I mean, Fred the movie, another suck ass movie. Like he did not do too well.
I
Some
think
of the
what
movies.
really showed everyone what John Cena could do comedically is probably Trainwreck, right?
Trainwreck was the start of it, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, let me take a look. Let me go through all of them. Yeah, it is Trainwreck. Because then after Trainwreck, then he did Daddy's Home, he did Sisters, where that clip's from, where he's the drug dealer. It's like, I don't know if he got acting classes or if he, somebody, maybe he just needed some time, because sometimes you need some time. But I
but
100% agree. John Cena and Little Ray and Lil Ray.
Rel.
Huh?
Rel.
What'd I say?
Ari, it's Ray. I thought it was the same thing. I had to pay attention. It's Ariel. So
Little Rel. Yeah, I'm sorry. Little Rel. The two of them, Abbott and Costello, dude. Abbott and Costello. It was straight.
You got the straight man, you got John Cena, who's a crazy man in this movie. John Cena, he's very funny. Like, for example, Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, he was great in that. I without John Cena, this movie wouldn't be near as funny because John Cena is fucking fantastic in this movie. Lil Rel's fine. Yvonne Orji's fine. Meredith Hackner's fine. Vanessa, everyone in this movie is fine. But I don't think it. I think I would have probably not enjoyed this. Which I enjoyed this. I laughed quite a bit at John Cena because John Cena is fucking hilarious in this movie. Like,
he is amazing. He is like seriously. I when I watch our movies, I'm sober. And I want to go back and get stoned as fuck and watch this movie. I want to get high as fuck and rewatch this movie.
So, guys, what I want you to think, if you're looking for storyline, like, all the shit's predictable. You know exactly what's gonna happen before it happens, but it doesn't matter because it's funny. It's funny. You're laughing because John Cena and Laurel Hallery, even everyone in this movie is playing their part, and John Cena throws himself in this role completely.
He does, and
I laughed quite a bit watching this.
I think it's not just John Cena. I think it's also the four of them. You know what I mean? Like the way they all feed off of each other so well is, I think that's what made John Cena more comfortable. Or I think if he has someone to play off of, like he did in Trainwreck,
or blockers, or blockers,
yeah, or cock blockers or something like that. If he has people to play off of, so far he's been really good. Do I think he's going to be blockbuster material like The Rock? I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm enjoying his acts. And when he was, when he was Vin Diesel's brother in
F9,
in Fast F9, I wasn't too sad about it. I was like, all right, I get it. Makes sense. Because The Rock ain't coming back, so you have to have another WWE champion there.
But I do think that he does better in the comedy roles than he does in the action roles for sure.
It's because he's so funny. All right, and this is I'm gonna touch on this for 2 seconds, and I'll stop talking the wrestling and stuff like that. One of his first DVDs that ever came out, telling about his stories and stuff like that. There's actually video of him back in the day when he was like in his 20s and stuff like that, and he like would just do the dumbest shit constantly to get people to laugh. He would walk in like butt naked with nothing but a sock on his junk. Like, and it shows it in his video. Or his friends would invite him to a bar and he'd go buy one of those like $30 velvet pimp suits from the Halloween store with the big hats and show up with like gold fake teeth and stuff like that, acting like he's a pimp. Like, so he has that comedy in him. He just needed to figure out how to get that timing right, I think.
Yeah. And this movie is not going to win awards. The storyline is incredibly predictable, and it's you've seen this in a million different movies, like The Odd Man Out, but seeing it with John Cena and Lil Rel, and also it has heart, like we talk about how I love heart, and this has heart, like it has that sweet moment,
it doesn't have Kevin Hart, but it has heart.
Yes, it's got that syrupy moment. And it's got that syrupy moment. If you guys see the movie, I'm talking about syrupy. But yeah. Vacation Friends, like Neil would say, it's not winning Oscars. But it's a funny movie.
Oh man, it made me like. This is one of those funny movies, kind of like Road Trip or something like that, where you could watch it. And then if it automatically played again, you'd watch it again because more than likely you missed a joke or two in there. Because like literally I had to rewind some parts because we were watching this on Hulu. And I had to rewind some parts because me and my wife were laughing so hard that we missed the next joke that like John Cena said something. And then what's her name? Meredith said something right after to go with it, and we missed that part, so I had to rewind it a little bit so I could hear what she said. So I would have loved to seen this in a theater. I get why it was on streaming. I get it, but this would have been a really good movie to see in the theater.
I imagine there'll be a sequel. I imagine because why not? It's cheap as fuck to make, and you got people who really enjoyed this movie, and it seems like they had fun making it. Even, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
when you have a group of people that are actually having a good time and making a good movie, I mean, how could you not? How could you not want them to come back and make another movie?
Yeah, if you guys decide to watch this, just a reminder to not take it too seriously, to maybe turn your brain off a little bit and just to enjoy yourself, because I enjoyed myself quite a bit.
This is not a deep think movie, man. This is not a deep think movie. By any means necessary.
It is very funny though. It's very filthy. Think like fucking Bridesmaids, or as Jeff Tony's because
Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah,
Dirty Grandpa would be a good reference.
It's a filthy movie, but it's very funny. So yeah, I would recommend this movie. What's your score on it? Oh no, you got quotes somewhere. Score.
Yeah, I got quotes first, man. And believe me, I wrote some quotes. I was hard to write quotes because I was so busy fucking laughing, dude. I'm not gonna lie though. That's why you don't see. Oh no. Oh yeah, no. That's why you don't see a bunch of black paraplegics, because we don't do stupid shit like that. Excuse me, lady with a phone and a sandwich bag. I'm like Batman. If Batman's job was stopping kids from jacking off cave stigmates. They are the first people I heard of smuggling drugs into Mexico. He made me live in a basement. He makes me eat cat food. May this be the worst day of the rest of your fucking lives. I love that quote.
Yeah.
Because it was such a great day. And it's like, may this be the worst day of the rest of your fucking lives. And that's like, that's a great quote. Someone's at the door of my house. Oh no, I'm going to get killed. It's probably wife. I can fuck a lot of shit up in a week. This thing can kill you in 32 ways, and they're just a fucking thing you can do about it. The Then Charlie said, "Take your fist out of there. Permission to shit my pants, Captain. I'm good on the tree pubes, man. Why is everything you touch turn into drugs? It's grapefruit juice and heroin. I have a couple of restraining orders, but no big deal. My balls work now because of you. Oregon is not as liberal as you think." And of course, the final quote, of course I'm talking about the cocaine. It was really, really good cocaine, sweetie. It was great cocaine.
So I'll give my score first. I give this a 3.7. It was really funny, man. I really enjoyed myself.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm great that you're lowballing it. I'm getting a 4.0, man. And
What?
you know what?
Really?
Yeah, it just comedy wise, this made me laugh. Like we have watched comedy movies in the past where we go and it's like the laugh was forced out of me. And this movie did not force me to laugh. This movie, I was just happy. And you know why? Because one of the things that just made me so happy was because last week, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, in the main event of Slam was the one, the only.
Oh shit! I'll pull this up.
You're not good at this.
And his name is John Cena.
And then after, we got John Cena and Little Rel together in a comedy, and to be honest, it was a great week of John Cena. So, like, I was really happy about it. I love this movie. I thought it was great. I want John Cena to do more comedies. I can't wait for more.
Yeah. So yeah, we both like this movie, but the question is, did the audience of Rotten Tomatoes like this movie? So swallow that beer and think about it. Audience of Rotten Tomatoes. Somebody on your phone? Put it down.
Yeah, give me a second. 1 second. Someone's at my door. Someone was at my door.
Was it a policeman?
Oh, no, it's a UPS. All right.
Good.
Anyway.
Good. Yeah. So what do the audience on Rotten Tomatoes, what do you think they thought of this movie?
83%.
You're going to shit your pants. It's 49%.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, they took it too serious if it's 49%.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now they don't have a audience says. What do the critics think of this movie?
58.
61%. So a little bit higher.
Not bad.
Critics Instant says the laughs aren't always in steady supply, but the terrific cast makes vacation friends a comedy you can stream without serious reservations. Like we said, the cast makes this movie. Fucking John Cena
makes this movie. The four of them hit off each other really well. I can't wait to see it again. I'll probably, if I have time, to be honest. Oh my gosh, so much stuff came out in the last 2 weeks.
Fuck, dude, we got like I remember we switched this from Sweet Girl to this in the very last minute, so I'm sure you'll be watching that at some point. But we got
but also there's episodes of Titans that came out. American Horror Story, 3 episodes of that just dropped. The new TV show, the murder show with Steve Martin and Martin Short and Selena Gomez just came out on Hulu. What else came out this week? What We Do in Shadows comes out tomorrow. It starts up again.
I know you're super excited about that. Yeah,
like it's like you're fucking. Marvel's got shit coming out. Fucking I got that.
We can't keep up.
How can I handle this?
You and I, okay. So you guys don't know this. I do another podcast called Record Night, and I mentioned this will be done by this time. So I may have mentioned to you that one of my favorite musicians is coming on Record Night. Like I emailed him. He's like,
yeah. He's mentioned it in the last 2 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey Lewis, one of my favorite musicians. He's very kind of obscure out there, but he's coming on there, and I'm losing my fucking
doesn't matter.
mind.
You love him, and that's all that matters.
Well, I love you too, pal.
So, I like Steel Panther. I like Steel Panther, and they're obscure.
We should see if the Steel Panther come on the podcast.
No, they won't. They're above us.
By the way, I've
They're
been
above
trying.
us.
But you don't know this, but I'm trying to email people who would come on, like directors, actors, that sort of thing, and they all have agents, so it's hard to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
But I've been trying. But
Can we get Bill Murray's 1-800 number?
God damn! How fucking crazy would that be?
I don't know. That'd be crazy. But you know what? It's time for the news.
Oh yeah, you're totally right.
This is the Movies That Don't Suck Kids. Some do as news. Today I will read stories to Chris. He will act like he likes them, and he will not get naked this time. We swear.
I just gotta say that people would be okay with that, I think.
All right, first news story is all about the 16-time world champion known as...
And his name is John Cena!
The Suicide Squad star John Cena wants to play Ben Grimm in the Marvel's upcoming Fantastic Four reboot and has put his name in the bucket. Ben Grimm, as everybody will know, is the big rock character known as the Thing.
It's clobbering time.
Yeah, which is funny because the pro wrestler that says it's clobbering time is CM Punk, and the guy that had the biggest rivalry with him was John Cena.
Do you think that CM Punk would be a good thing?
What?
Do you think if CM Punk got the role instead, do you think
No,
it'd be
CM Punk's back in wrestling, bro.
I know, but if you get the role, would you think he'd be okay?
No. CM Punk is like he's slender, and John Cena's John Cena. You know,
Okay,
like
gotcha. All
right. The next story is about the former WWE champion, the man of thugonomics, the one, the only 16-time world champion. His name is...
And his name is John Cena!
Vacation Friends Part 2 is already in the works.
Of course
John
it is.
Cena returning, and I got two articles on this, but I'll just sum them both up really quick. The second one is going to take all four of them on a honeymoon.
Well, I'm all for it, honestly.
So honeymoon friends, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
still vacation friends. But do you think they'll go to a different country this time?
I hope they go like to Thailand or something, like
I was
like
about to say that.
Hangover, like Hangover 2.
The thing is, Thailand, man, they're so strict on drug laws. And if you watch any movies or you watch Locked Up Abroad, the last place you want to be locked up is Thailand.
Yeah, and then John Cena gets locked up in Thailand, and he breaks out somehow, like little Pharrell, like, all right, got it. All right, and the next new segment is all about the Peacemaker, who's also known as...
And his name is John Cena!
The
I'm really glad you
Show.
That clip too.
I know. I am. I'm done after this, actually. But the Peacemaker Show, said by one guy, his name is James Rifle, James Bazooka, James Gunn.
Oh,
James Gunn. That guy.
Oh, Nerd Emperor James Gunn. Yeah.
Yeah. James Gunn says that Peacemaker, the show, is actually a pure sequel to the Suicide Squad.
So if we were correctly,
with a lot of people returning.
Yeah, I forgot that he.
It's already filmed.
Okay,
It's
really?
already filmed. Yeah, it's been done for weeks, dude.
What's this gonna show up air on?
Huh?
What's
HBO
in
Max.
air? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, HBO Max, really? Okay.
Yeah, and starring in Peacemaker is the 16-time world champion. You might know him as...
And his name is John Cena!
All right, we're done. I don't want to annoy our fans too much. All right. The Expendables Part 4 is coming. We all know it. People have already signed back up. Stallone, of course, because he writes it, directs it, and all that stuff. Jason Statham is... Yeah, Statham's back in it. Dolph Lundgren is back in it. Randy Couture is back in it. Lee Christmas, Gunnar Jensen, Toll Road, and Barney Ross, respectively, as well. Added to the cast already is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Megan Fox,
Uh-huh.
and Tony Jaa are all adding to the Expendables. I'm sure we're going to hear 25 more people after this because
They didn't have Kurt Russell in this.
I'm sure, but they like to keep some people surprised,
I do know that Kurt Russell. I mean, I don't know if he want to be part of this. He wants to stay current, and a lot of these actors in here.
Well, Kurt Russell's is kind of just doing his thing. He don't care. He got enough money to die on.
He's Santa. Yeah.
Yeah. So another husband-wife couple is going to be writing and directing in a movie together. So Allison Brie's husband is writing and directing.
It's Vincent Carthriser, right? That's her husband, right?
No.
Allison Brie. Oh, who's Allison Brie?
Dave Franco.
Okay.
You never knew that she was married to Dave Franco?
Who's married to Vincent Carthriser?
I have no idea.
Anyway,
the movie's called Somebody I Used to Know. It is going to be an Amazon Studios original. The Somebody I Used to Know follows a workaholic, Allie, played by Brie, who is on a trip to her hometown, spends the night reminiscing with her ex-boyfriend, Sean, played by Ellis. Who's Ellis? Jay Ellis from Insecure. And which makes her start to question everything about the choices she made and the person she becomes. And things only get more confusing when she meets Cassidy, a younger woman who reminds her of the person she used to be.
Looks good. I mean, it sounds like. By the way, I want to mention that Vincent Carthriser is actually married to Rachel Lee Cook I'm sorry, not Cook. Alexis Bledel, Gilmore Girls fame. Reason why I thought Vincent Carthriser was married to Alison Brie is because he was married to her in Mad Men when he played that character. Okay. So, but yeah. So Alison Brie's husband's Dave Franco. Honestly, the Franco family was pretty talented. I'd be excited to see what Dave Franco does.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Let's do it. Dun, dun, dun.
A movie superhero who has only been on a movie once after 30 years is returning to the big screen.
What superhero did he play? And maybe that'll help me out.
And his name is John Cena. No, I'm just kidding.
And his name is John Cena.
Don't do that. All right. One of the most beloved superheroes, the man with the plan, the guy with the pack on his back, the one with the golden helmet that goes into the air, the Rocketeer is.
Let's come back.
Huh?
Let's come back, huh?
Yes, in a movie called The Return of the Rocketeer, which is in the works now, will stream on Disney Plus rather than getting a theatrical release. It's produced by the husband and wife duo of David and Jessica Owali, under their banner, and it's to focus on a retired Tuskegee Airman who takes up the mantle of the Rocketeer. This is his. And that's what the storyline is so far. That's all we got.
Okay, so I know the Rocketeer is making a comeback because you and I'm sure we remember the Rocketeer from our youth. I just saw a Rocketeer board game being produced, which I might back. It's on Kickstarter, and Neil's pressing his nose for some reason. But yeah, Rocketeer, man, I do remember that movie. But honestly, I want to see an Iron Giant sequel. I had to pick one people that were made of metal.
Dude, I bought the They Live game 2 years ago.
You haven't played it yet?
I haven't got it yet.
Oh yeah. Well, when it does, dude, we'll be down there and we'll teach you how to play it.
Yeah, because they had to get the right person. They finally said we finally got the right people to print it because you get sunglasses to see like how they do and They Live.
You fucking do, really?
Yeah, you really get sunglasses, and the cards that you play with, you play with change when you put the sunglasses.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
It's gonna be great. So whenever I get it, we'll play. Hell, maybe we'll record it just for shits and giggles. Jason Statham is gonna be the beekeeper, And his third movie with Miramax, The Beekeeper, is described as a lightning-paced thriller deeply steeped in the mythology of beekeeping. There's a sentence that no one ever thought they would ever hear in their life. I don't know, explores the universe themes with an unconventional story that will have fans sitting on the edge of their seats. We're excited to bring another account getting irresistible to, you know what? Whatever. It's Jason Statham. I'll see it.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I love the guy.
He's just so good. He just like when you hear Jason Statham, you know exactly what kind of movie you're gonna get, you know, and so you want that, right?
Eddie Murphy
Mm-hmm.
is going to be reuniting with Coming to America writer Kenya Barris. Coming
They'll do a third
to.
one, are they?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
And he's going to be doing it's an untitled comedy film at this moment for Netflix with Jonah Hill.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
And his name is John
Cena!
No, so Jonah Hill's gonna do it.
But it's
okay.
Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy are in a movie together.
Hey man, I like Jonah Hill. He's great in comedies. He's great in drama. So I'd be excited to see this for sure.
Yeah, I want to see how him and Eddie Murphy work off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the thing. I think Eddie Murphy should be working with new comedians and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It
he
would
should
get
be
them fresh. You know?
Yeah, the thing is, he's been doing a lot of retreads, and I think that Eddie Murphy, he has stand up in him. I knew that has stand up in him, and more stand up that's more acceptable today as opposed to the stand up from the 80s where you're like, man, this is rampant with homophobia, and but he can do new stuff. You know, that's Eddie Murphy. He deserves it. I mean, he should come back.
I'm all about it. All right, the movie Reptile is going to be starring Netflix's Reptile. Is going to put a pair together that I did not think of either. That I was like, wow, okay.
Okay.
And it's going to be Benicio del Toro, Oscar winner.
Yeah, Oscar del Toro.
Yeah.
Benicio. Yeah.
Benicio del Toro. And he is going to be co-starring with a man who brought sexy back.
And JT, Justin Timberlake will be in there?
Justin Timberlake with Del Toro. What the fuck? Who would have think?
So real quick, is it the reptile we're thinking from Mortal Kombat or just a different one?
What's that?
It's not Mortal Kombat reptile, right?
No. It's oh man, I read it earlier and I just totally can't. I can't find it now. Everything's so blinding to me right now.
Sorry, pal.
Yeah, it's because I haven't slept well. Okay, Netflix. Okay, where a hardened detective, Del Toro, attempts to uncover the truth behind a brutal murder of a real estate agent in a case filed with half-truths and mystery. In doing so, he blurs the boundaries between his work and his life and dismantles his own illusions under the guise of investigation.
Okay, sure.
So Del Toro's the investigator, and I'm guessing Timberlake's the bad guy?
I like to see Timberlake as a bad guy. We just see him as a sexy guy. Maybe he's sexy and bad.
Okay, really quick. Amy Winehouse is getting a biopic.
Who's playing? Do they have the Amy Winehouse who's playing her?
No, it just says based on the book. Doesn't say.
Okay.
Doesn't say who's doing it, but Amy Winehouse pick, and
Sure.
obviously she can't rise up at the end. So hey,
fuck, man, fuck.
I mean, maybe that's mean, but damn, come on. We just need a different. Give me a different story.
You saw the documentary Amy, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's
that
so
was
good.
really good.
I don't think we need a biopic. All we need is that documentary.
Another horror movie getting a total reboot. Texas
Scream?
Chainsaw Massacre.
There's been like a couple
straight to
reboots of this,
Netflix.
right? Okay, well,
yeah.
Make it easy to watch. I guess I'll watch it.
And it's going to be it's going to be a sequel to the first movie.
A lot of horror franchises do that. Like, for example, Halloween. The Halloween was a sequel to the first one. Then Halloween Kills is basically the third one, which I cannot fucking wait for.
Yes.
Dude.
And and Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson are reuniting for an Apple Plus romantic comedy thriller called Ghost. But now it's time we got to talk about the man with the plan, who has the hand, the Candyman.
But we also have to say that it's in the news, right?
Yeah, you can still do that. That was Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do news. We talked a lot about the 16-time world champion, and his name is...
Oh, shit. Yeah, John Cena. But listen, I want to mention that you didn't mention that Extraction 2 is being filmed.
It wasn't in anything I saw.
But now,
And
there you guys go. No, the Extraction 2 is now in the process of filming.
nice. I
Yeah.
didn't see it anywhere. It was not in, and I look over 6 different websites to go to get all my movie news. And believe me, I had nothing to do today but look at websites. Like,
yeah.
for
You were
real,
telling me
man.
that you were telling me that you were promoting at the credit union. You're like, damn, this shit's boring. I want to work on
Yeah, and
something less
nothing
boring.
against the people that were working and doing their thing. It's just they were talking about sports, like it, and to be honest, if it's not Notre Dame, the Colts, or pro wrestling, I don't care.
Yeah. Wait, so what is your thing with the Colts, man?
They're from Indiana.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. I guess
I like football. I was like, okay. I'll make, long story short, I was a big 49ers fan when I was a kid growing up because of Joe Montana, who came from Notre Dame.
Okay.
Joe Montana then went from the San Francisco 49ers and then went to the Kansas City Chiefs. At that time, I didn't know Kansas City even had a team. And this is before I ever moved there, or even I never ever thought there'd be a connection between me and Kansas City. All right. So I didn't become a Chiefs fan because I was like, I can't just follow one football player. I got to follow a team.
Mhm.
And then I looked around at what all my family liked. I have one uncle likes because of where I lived in Chicago, in Indiana. I have one person that one uncle that likes Chicago. I have an uncle that likes Detroit.
The Bears. Yeah.
Yeah, I got ones that like the Browns. All that stuff. But my grandfather, who I'm named after, is a huge fan of the Indianapolis Colts. So I was like, that's who I should go after. That's who I should be. That should be my team. And believe me, I was a Colts fan before Peyton Manning was ever there, and I watched a whole lot of losing games, like a whole lot. Like I remember one game I watched was 41-0. Guess who had 0? Like so.
So when I was growing up, I grew up in Texas, so it was always, and I lived in the Dallas area, so it was always the Dallas Cowboys. But my grandfather, he was from Wisconsin, so he was always about the Packers. So
Oh
I
yeah.
know so the Packers and the Texans
dad's
go
about the
against each other.
Packers.
When Texas and Packers would go against each other, I'd root for the Packers. But it was always an interesting thing. But again, you and I really don't give a fuck about sports really at all. We care about movies.
I care about movies. And the movie we need to talk about right now,
it's Candyman.
Oh no. No.
What?
I just was going through getting rid of everything on my tabs, and Facebook reloaded while we're talking and stuff like that. And Phil, the lead singer of Pantera, who was going to be playing, he was going to be doing the entire Vulgar Display of Power album in its entirety for their set, just canceled.
Okay, that's you were making me think of something worse.
It's my Sunday plans.
But listen.
Now I'm going to go see a pay-per-view at a movie theater.
Phil Anselmo, he is a
total douchebag and asshole, whatever. He's still the lead singer of one of the best metal bands of the early 90s.
Did you not see him do the white power salute?
I 100% agree with you, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Right. I'm not arguing that point, but to say Pantera, which it was all Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul with Phil's vocals. But yeah, believe me, I get it.
Okay,
anyway.
So Candyman, directed by Nita Costa, by the way, a black woman, which is great. She directed this, and she's directed the Marvels and upcoming stuff. She also directed Little Woods. She's also a writer. She wrote the Candyman screenplay. So a straight up coming star. It's written the writer is Jordan Peele because that's what really got me on board. Wynn Rosefield and Nia DaCosta. This stars Yaha Abdul Mateen as Anthony McCoy.
Heaven is pretend.
And we got Tana Paris who plays Brianna Cartwright.
So the other day, a girl had the nerve to fix her mouth and ask me if my hair was weaved.
And then we got Nathan Stewart Jarrett as Troy Cartwright, Brianna's brother.
What does he want to talk to me about? I can't see you anymore.
You're finishing with me. Why?
Because you're fat.
That's good. That was a hard one.
That's such an asshole place to
I
stop
know.
that one.
You're fat.
But it's cool.
Also
it's cool.
This is stars Vanessa Williams.
One thing you learn when you're dying is not to hold anything back.
This also stars Carl Kaminsky as Grady Greenberg, Brian King as Clive Parker, or Clive Privler, Miriam Moss, Jared Cooper. There's lots of people, and even Tony Todd shows up in this a bit, right?
Yeah.
And that's not giving anything away. But this is Candyman. I want you to read the storyline of Candyman.
Sure. The Candyman moves on to New Orleans and starts his horrific murders once more. This time, his intended victim is a school teacher. Her father was killed by the Candyman. Her brother wrongly accused...
Dude, that's the wrong one.
Oh, well, which one did I...
Candyman 2.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's Candyman Farewell to the Flesh from 1995. That was the direct sequel. Okay. All right, my bad. I got it right here. I was just messing with everybody. All right. The Candyman returns to try to convince his female descendant, an artist, to join him as a legendary figure.
No. Candyman 2021 is what you should be looking at.
Oh, that's Candyman Day of the Dead.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm just kidding, everybody. Now here's the actual one. I set that all up to be an ass. In present day, many years after the last of the Cabrini Towers were torn down, Anthony and his partner move into a loft in the now gentrified Cabrini. A chance encounter with an old-timer exposes Anthony to the true story behind Candyman. Anxious to use these macabre details in his studio as fresh grits for paintings, he unknowingly opens a door to a complex past that reveals his own sanity and unleashes a terrifying wave of violence.
So this is, I guess, you could see the first one and enjoy this one. You don't need to see the sequels, I really think, to enjoy this. But the first one,
no, the other two by any means are shit. Both. Farewell to the Flesh and Day of the Dead are both not good versions of Candyman.
But the first one is still a classic, and
it's a classic. It's a classic. It's like how Halloween's a classic and the rest of them are shit. It's like how Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one's a classic, the rest of them are shit. Like
I do have a sort of a soft spot for Halloween too.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I understand that stuff and all that. But that was like a continuance of the movie, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it wasn't like what the other so I agree with that one. So maybe that wasn't a good example. But still.
Yeah, but listen. Candyman, this is basically a fresh start for Candyman. I wasn't really into it until Jordan Peele said he was producing and writing. I'm like, okay, now, man.
I got to tell you a quick story before we get into this movie.
You mentioned this last
Yeah.
You mentioned drugs. There's drugs involved, right? Are there drugs involved?
There's drugs involved and Cabrini Green.
Okay, all right.
So one day, me and a friend, I'm not going to say whose name or anything like that, were... Huh? No, I'm not gonna say any names.
Okay.
We were driving through Chicago. I don't know if it was my car or we stole my mom's car. I can't remember. But we were like 17, 16, 18, I don't know, somewhere like there. And we're driving through like right next to Cabrini Green. And there's this dude standing on the corner and we're at the stoplight, right? And dude is like, crack. And my friend was like, yeah, man, come here. How much? And he's like, 10 for a tenner. And I was like, dude, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's like, don't worry about it. So he buys crack, right?
Yeah.
And we're not crackheads or anything like this. I mean, we smoke weed and drink, and every now and then we take acid, but we were not crackheads.
So you're trying to
or
figure out
meth
how to smoke crack.
why the hell did he just buy crack? Is
Yeah.
what I'm wondering. And so we drive off. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why did you just buy crack? He goes, no, man, think about it for a second. I just bought candy from the Candyman at Cabrini Green. And I was like, oh, that crack rock sat on my freaking fireplace for I don't know how long. Somebody stole it, though. Somebody stole it. It
Of
wasn't
course it
us.
is.
Yeah, somebody stole, like we threw a party and somebody stole the crack rock. But yeah, it was hilarious. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. My mom probably now heard that. Oh, well.
Well, here we are. This movie does take place in Chicago. I want to mention about the Chicago,
Which I was just at,
Yeah.
which was really weird.
the apartments that the fucking Brianna has in this place, fucking amazing. Like millions of dollars gotta be, right?
Easily.
You and
I looked at prices while we were driving past certain areas.
Yeah.
In Chicago, we were Zillowing it while we were on the subway. And, just me and my wife, or while we were walking along the river, like, because we walked along the Chicago River.
Yeah.
And we're just Zillowing things. And it's like, oh, that one right there, 2-bedroom, 2-bath on the Chicago River. Oh, that's only $4.8 million.
Yeah. So we talked to you and I talk about, and I'm sure other people talk about, is that in every movie we see, apartments are just easily obtainable, with a meager job. But this movie, it's frightening. It's subversive. It takes the whole horror genre thing, turns it on its head in a good way.
All right. Let me throw this out there. All right. I'm a huge Candyman, original Candyman fan.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best written psychology, gory horror thrillers of all time. I really do. I really think it's easily in my top 10. And this movie, at first, when it first started at this movie, I was like, oh no. No. But then it was just like the original, where it was very slow and it was introducing everything and it just got right into it. And I didn't know this was a sequel.
Oh, yeah?
I thought this was a reboot. I thought this was a complete reboot. But let's be honest, this is a direct sequel to the first movie. Those other movies just don't matter or whatever. But the theology behind this movie and their storyline, their ideas of where they went with it. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to put it out there right now. Anybody can argue with me, and I don't give it two shits and a fuck. I'm going to tell you right now, Jordan fucking Peele is the damn Alfred Hitchcock of this fucking time.
This movie's better than the first Candyman.
I do not agree with that, but I will agree that is as good as the other.
Okay.
I will give you that, but I think, because I really hold the other Candyman in a high regard. I saw it when I was like 12 in the theater. Like, how do you? And for weeks, I didn't want to look in a fucking mirror.
Well, I thought this movie had a message, like, a good message about race, even. Like, I thought it had a lot to say, so that's why I may hold it in high regard than the original, because the first one was kind of about a white person, really, and so like I feel like this one had more to say, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the only one of the issues I have with it is not the fact that it's from now it's a white woman from the outside looking into the hood. But my only issue with it is, in the first Candyman, something was visual, and then you had to understand what you were seeing. Your brain had to be like, I'm seeing this. That's what I'm seeing.
They're very different movies. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and in this Candyman, they just plain off tell you. That's what you're seeing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only little difference between that. But besides that, fuck that. This is a great horror movie to go out and see. This is probably one of the best. I mean, probably since like Get Out. This is like
Or Halloween. You know, the new Halloween was just fantastic.
I don't remember that one so well. I gotta go back and
Oh
watch it again.
yeah, you are.
That was the night.
That was
You
before.
remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You guys,
yeah.
Neil had a head accident. He had an accident.
Yeah, I had a rental scooter accident. I don't know if I wrecked or I got hit by a car, but my skull was fractured 4
Yeah.
times and I had brain damage. Anyway,
Just-
moving on into happy stuff. But yeah, like it is. This is just well done. Jordan Peele brought it, and
fucking Nita Costa brought it, man. Like all these people in this movie brought it. I really fucking enjoyed this movie. Vanessa Williams, she was in it for like a minute, but I thought she was fantastic.
Dual Mateen, like he was amazing in his role.
Oh, great,
Great.
He was great.
Yeah, he was amazing in his role. Nathan
Taylor.
Stewart in his role was the comedy act, but he wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? He was funny enough to get me like enough good snicker here and there, but he didn't overwhelm it with too much comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. This movie, it's fucking fantastic. You guys definitely need to, if you haven't seen it, rush out to see it because you need to.
Yeah, there's a reason this was #1 at the box office this past week. Like,
yeah,
this was just that was weird. This was just really, 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 really like they told the story of Candyman. They gave it a new life. They breathed a new mythology into it. Kind of like, I guess the best way to example this would be like Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess.
Where they bred new life into Freddy Krueger. You know,
okay,
where
yeah, I hear that.
You know, like because that was a good movie, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Like you know, like it gave a new perspective of what Freddy Krueger was, and that's what I believe this movie did. And that shadow, whoever came up with the let's do the shadow puppetry idea in this movie, that was awesome. Let's be honest, because it rolls during the whole entire credits.
Oh, yeah, I see it's for the entire thing. The
I did too. Everybody else left except for like 2 other people, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I had to see the whole thing. And you know, some people understand they just want to get out of there, but me and you, we stayed for the whole thing. You know, especially if there's stuff at the end. So I was happy to see that. I don't really have any problems with this movie. I really liked all of it. I was super excited.
Also, I have to point out one more point of this movie because I thought it was really cool, and it was the beginning of the movie where everything was in reverse.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was awesome. Like the name of the studios and the MGM.
Oh yeah. And you know, I was wondering if you would be confused by that, but you and I both know if you're gonna say Candyman, you're saying the mirror.
Yeah.
And
Candyman.
Chill the fuck out, because I mentioned that I was gonna do that to my wife, and she's like, "Don't fuck with me," because she's like, "Because we're white, you're gonna die first." Because that's I don't even think too much away, but like I said, it takes the horror tropes and it reverses it kind of, you know. So yeah, you guys, God, this is so good. Like,
Candyman, I mean, and it's like I don't really want to ruin it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just it was beautiful. It was just like. And yeah, I know right now there's a big thing going on where it's like the horror movie rebooting the franchise. This is the sequel to the original.
Oh, but
it's
more than that. It's definitely more than that, right? Like we'd say it's more than that. To me, this movie it changes everything in a good way.
Yeah, I think they really did a good job here, and I can't. You know, and to take Clive Barker's view.
Yeah.
Because Clive Barker, let's be honest, is just one of the masters of horror.
It's amazing.
Hands down.
Yeah.
And I mean, he wasn't even involved in this movie.
No, he wasn't, because he's dead now, right?
Yeah. It's the first Candyman movie to ever without his involvement, you know? And
he's not alive, is he?
man,
He's not dead, is he? He's not dead.
oh, I don't think he is
What?
dead. I don't think he
Why
is
did I
either.
think that?
Now
Why
that
did
you
I
said
think that?
I don't know, but you just made me
You question yourself.
you made me question life and everything. No, yeah, he lives in Liverpool.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
He's
What's
68 years
wrong?
old, bro.
He's apparently he's redoing Hellraiser.
Yes, that's a whole thing too. I can't wait.
Yeah, you excited? Okay.
Oh wow. I'm looking at the facts about this movie. Lakeith
Mhm.
Steinfeld was originally going to be
He would be.
Anthony's part,
He would be
Anthony
good.
McCoy,
I
but
like
he
Keith
turned it
Stanfield.
down to go do Judas and the Messiah.
That's probably a fair thing to do. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like them. So, and just so you guys know, this is a direct sequel to the first one. They're doing they're pulling Halloween and retconning it, taking out the first the first two the sequels like that. So everyone knows that if you're gonna redo it, you have to ignore the shitty ones after that. The studio was trying to
Mhm.
cash in on it, so I'm all about that. So.
And I really love that Vanessa Williams returned too, because she
God,
was in the
she's.
original.
Can I mention how good
And
she looks at 59 or 58?
is she 58?
Yeah,
Damn.
she's gorgeous, man. She's so good.
Yeah, she was beautiful. I
She's
imagine.
the,
Yeah,
she's the. And I was like, God damn, that's. She's beautiful. But
she's great.
yeah, and
All right, so let's read some quotes and finish this off, big guy.
all right, okay. Did you just call me big guy? I can't. For some reason, that really gets it to me. Like I know I'm 5'6", but when people call me big guy, I feel like they're talking shit about me in a way that's.
I saw your penis. Anyway,
Okay. Just so you guys know, Neil's never seen my
that was in
penis.
reference to your male genitalia.
I knew that, but just so you guys know, Neil has never seen my penis, but he would be saying that for sure.
No, I did. Seriously, you're butt naked in the bed. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't see your penis. No. Your wife
Okay.
went in there and covered you up.
Oh yeah, she was like, just so you know, Chris is probably sleeping naked.
Chris sleeps naked. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right, here we go. A couple of quotes. He must like you because he's really showing you his ass. This is a story about a graduate student named Helen Lai. Your new apartment is ghost proof. Remember, it was on Zillow. One woman dies in the hood, and the story lives on forever. Legend is you say his name 5 times, and he appears in the mirror and kills you. Oh, yeah. Love will tear you apart. All right, we fucking get it. You're a fan of Joy Division.
I laughed hard at that.
She also had the shirt on, too.
Yeah.
You didn't notice. Anyway. Bet you didn't know your daddy could fly. Almost as violence became a ritual in this area. Who do you think makes the hood? A city cuts off a part of the city and waits for it to die. Candyman is not it's the whole damn. Oh, Candyman is not a he. It's the whole damn hive. Remember, Pure Dark and horror movie.
Yeah.
A story like that, a pain like that lasts forever, and that is Candyman. There's not a dick alive that can show off some demonology theory. Do I look normal, mommy? And then, of course, the one line that needs to be said because it is Candyman. Sweet to the sweet.
What's your score? Oh, I'll give my score on this. Give you the score last time, right?
You go first. Yeah, go ahead.
My score on this is a 4.1.
I agree. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little higher in this one too. I liked it. I loved it. It was
Good.
great.
Really
Like I
good.
would throw the other two Candyman out of the fucking corner. I'd burn them in a big bonfire at Cabrini Green to freaking just watch the first one and this one. Like
Yeah.
those other two, I'm not gonna lie. I went to the theater to see both of them.
Oh
Farewell to
yeah.
the Flesh and
Yeah.
Day of the Dead, and I was pissed when I walked out of the theater on both of those.
You
So
and I
because
you and I are in a pretty unique point in cinema history where people are able to look at the sequels of movies that were just cashed in for money, and they're seeing sequels that deserve to be made, and this is one of them.
yeah, and yeah, this is. I mean, to be honest, it was just. I couldn't ask for a better sequel. When I heard this was being made, to be honest, I was 100% pissed. I was
Mhm.
like, look, guys, they tried it.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. They tried doing sequels.
See, I was against it until I heard Jordan Peele was involved.
Yes, that's kind of the thing. And then when Jordan Peele got involved, it was kind of like,
Yeah, this might be really good. Yeah. Do you want to guess the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes?
It has to be 84.
Actually, 74.
Oh, it's off by 10. Exactly. Okay.
Audience says the 2021 Candyman may not be as scary as the original, but it expands the story in ways that fans of the franchise should enjoy. Okay. Now I want you to
Okay.
go ahead and give the guess the critics what they think about it. Rotten Tomatoes.
So the critic score has to be. Oh, man. I don't want to go lower, but I guess 75?
84.
Gosh dang it! So the audience score is 74,
Yeah.
and the critics was 84. I should have just stayed with the same number. What's wrong with me?
Critics' consensus is Candyman takes an incisive, visually thrilling approach to the deepening the franchise's mythology and terrifying audiences along the way. My wife would not let me see Candyman in the mirror when we got home that night. She's like, "Don't say it at all.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, this movie was spooky, and it's a worthy sequel to the first one for sure. If you guys haven't been in the theater, this is a good reason to go back for sure. So
I mean, it was a good movie. It's going to be amazing forever. I loved it.
it's really good. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I really did too. I was very happy. This was a movie that did not suck. Both movies did not suck this week. I was very proud. When you said Vacation Friends at first, I was like, I don't know. That looks like that's.
But then you saw John Cena in there, right? And you're like,
no, it
okay.
wasn't. It wasn't John's. It was that I went and seen the I went and watched the trailer finally.
Okay.
You said it, and I saw it, and I was just like, oh, I don't know, because I don't want to see John Cena in like a movie I liked him in.
But then I mentioned it's sort of vacation for every weekend because we're watching this. We're recording this over a day weekend. You know, I had tomorrow.
Yeah,
off,
which I'm about to go to a 3-day concert.
I took tomorrow off to just
masturbate.
No, I mean, I'm sure that happened at some point, but like no, like it's a 3-day weekend just cause. But what are we watching next week?
Next week we are watching.
You want me to answer that? Or are you gonna answer it?
I don't know.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Oh yeah, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, another Avenger adding to our movie extravaganza.
And Worth, which will
Worth
be
with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's all I need to hear.
I mean, it's Michael fucking Keaton. It's Michael Keaton.
Yeah, so that'll be next week. Of course, we had to see Shang-Chi because it is a Marvel project property, and I'll probably be showing up later.
Yeah, by any means, to be honest, I have not read a lot of the history of Shang-Chi, but I'll still do my thing where I'll deep dive into it.
Because that's your thing, dude.
Yeah, that's my thing. And as soon as I see it, because I already know that Ping Fong Foom is in it.
Who?
And I can't wait for that. Ping Fong Foom?
Okay. Who's that?
I'll send you something.
I think Uncle Phoenix.
The fans at home, look up Ping Fong Foom.
Okay, so give us online moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter @MDS Podcast. We're on Facebook or on Instagram @MDS Podcast. And we're on patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We have Bonfire, so trying Movies Don't Suck on the Bonfire. You'll find shirts with our logo, our faces, all kinds of cool stuff that Neil has put up there. We're all, if you're watching us on Facebook, go like that page. Watch us on YouTube, go and subscribe. If you're watching us Twitch, I don't know what you do on Twitch. Just go ahead and do what you do on that. And we're all streaming platforms.
Are we really? On all streaming? Like on iHeartRadio, on Spotify,
Yeah,
on
we're there.
Apple? Are we
We're
on
there.
Stitcher?
Yeah, we're in Stitcher.
Are we on Twitch Live?
I mean, you
Oh
did
my
that part.
gosh.
Yeah, we're all
just
streaming.
everywhere.
It's
We're
hard to
everywhere.
not find us. If you guys,
if you can't find us, then you drink way more than me.
yeah, that's true. And that's that. By the way, that's Neil saying something.
Yeah, that's saying. I mean, no, not really. I'm not that big of a drunk. I just drink with you a lot.
That's every Thursday is when I drink, and other than that, I'm pretty good.
All right, there we go. I sent you a picture of Fing Fang Foom.
All right.
Anyway, everybody, love you. Let's do that out.
Small business.
Oh, small businesses. If you got a small business, dude, it's a long day. Do you see I got literally bags under my eyes? Do you see that? How often does that happen?
I got that just because I'm old. So
I'm 41 this year. And
okay.
Anyway, small businesses. If you're a small business, or you got friends that have a small business, let us know. Be more than happy to just let us know. I'll be more than happy to advertise. Or if you need help with advertisement, let us know as well. We will not charge you anything. We love you. We want to hug you and kiss you and make out. Anyway, hit that out. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck or Something New. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, next time you're in the mirror, remember, don't just look at yourself. Say over and over again, Candyman, 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 Candyman. And hopefully your friends can help you. Have a good night.
That's it, bud. We did
it. Did you see the picture of Fing Fang Foom?
I am looking at it right now. Yeah. I think he's a dragon.
Fing Fang Foom. It's like one of the funniest fucking names in comic book times. But at the same time, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's like he's just a big fucking dragon. And yeah, I can't believe more people dropped out of the fucking concert this weekend. Now I really have no idea why I would want to go on Sunday. Besides Steel Panther. Like I really think I'll drive
tickets though?
Yeah, of course I did. I work at a radio station. Like literally, why would I want to go now?
Yeah.
On Sunday, which now is okay because guess what else is on Sunday?
What?
AEW's pay-per-view where CM Punk returns, and his first match is in Chicago, his hometown.
In Chicago, all right. Chi-town.
And to be honest, it's $25 to go to AMC Theater and watch it, and there's other people in there. So I mean, it's gonna be wrestling, so it's not gonna be like a movie. You're not gonna just be, like.
Everyone's like, woo! Yeah. All right, man. I gotta pee.
Yeah, I gotta go. My wife is. I mean, the one thing I didn't say on the podcast is my father-in-law is gone.
Oh yeah, already.
He's in Sacramento, California.
Okay.
Fighting with FEMA, fighting, doing things against the the wildfires.
How long is that for?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know if that's where they're going to keep him or if they're going to move him over to New York, Pennsylvania, or New Orleans.
Yeah, I know that.
Because everything just got hit all at the same time.
Yeah, the East Coast is going through some wild shit.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's already done New York before. He was in New York for 2 years after Hurricane Sandy.
Shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I'm sure Mamacita and my wife are fucking sad as shit over there. And she messaged me during while we're doing the podcast and says she needs me to bring her some pads. Anyway. Oh, shit. We're live. We're live. Oh, damn.